What did you tell your husband during intimacy that made him call 911? My husband and I had just returned from the hospital when he put his hand on my thigh. I shook my head. Not right now, honey. It's too much. You see, I just had my third stillbirth, so the last thing I wanted was my husband exploring my insides. I expected him to put his arm around me and apologize, but instead he just sighed. Babe, are you serious right now? We haven't done it in months. We haven't tried for anything except a baby in weeks, he continued, his voice getting sharper. Stop being such a tease. You're giving me blue balls here. The tears were still wet on my face from crying about our third dead baby, and he was worried about his balls? I was too exhausted to fight, too broken to argue, so I just let him do whatever he wanted. As I lay there staring at the ceiling a minute later, my body feeling like a graveyard while my husband slept with a smile on his face, I was only thinking one thing: he'll never understand what this feels like unless I make him so terrified during sex that he begs for help. He was sitting on the couch 4 weeks later when I came running back from the bathroom. Honey, I'm pregnant again. His eyes lit up like Christmas morning. Then came the bait. I whispered, and this time, I can't get enough of you. That first time we had intimacy, I'd prepared. I'd put a small weighted ball inside myself, the kind women use for exercises. Halfway through intimacy, I squeezed and made the ball press right against him. To him, it would feel like something inside me was touching him. He jumped. What was that? His face went pale. What was what, baby? I kept moving, playing dumb. He thought he'd felt the baby. I could see the fear starting in his eyes. The next encounter, I waited for the perfect moment. When he was deepest inside, I clenched hard and gasped. Oh my gosh, the baby just moved. He pulled out so fast he nearly fell off the bed. Please, he stammered. I can't. And then I said it, throwing his own words back at him. Don't be such a tease. You're giving me blue walls. He started showering immediately after, scrubbing like he could wash away what he'd felt. The next morning over breakfast, I casually mentioned, funny story, my friend Sarah, her husband swore he could feel their baby during sex. She divorced him, and now everyone at his accounting firm calls him Kitty Fiddler. Can you imagine? I laughed like it was the most ridiculous thing while watching the color drain from his face. He pushed his eggs around, appetite gone. I knew I had him when he started making excuses to avoid intimacy, headaches, early meetings, anything to avoid touching me, so I upped my game. I decided to mess with his mind even more. I'd hidden a speaker under our bed that played soft baby crying sounds. That night, while we were having sex, I secretly pressed play on my phone. The crying was barely audible, just enough to make him question his sanity. He stopped moving completely, his whole body tense. There's a baby crying, he whispered. I don't hear anything, I lied, pulling him back down. I almost felt bad watching him panic. Come on, I pressed against him one night. I'm pregnant and hormonal. I need this. I grabbed him the way he used to grab me, aggressive and demanding. That's when something shifted in his eyes. Recognition. Wait, he whispered. This is what when you were crying about. He tried to apologize. I'm sorry about what I did after the stillborn. I switched tactics immediately. Voice honey sweet. No, don't be sorry. I get it now. When you want it that bad, nothing else matters, right? Now we can do it whenever. I kissed him hard while he sat there frozen, trapped by his own logic. The crying sounds broke something in him. That night he slept on the couch. The next night, the guest room. He was literally running from me. 3 weeks into my fake pregnancy, I woke up alone and found his side of the bed hadn't been touched. I looked outside. He was curled up in his locked car. I made sure to knock on the window right as Mrs. G walked by with her dog. He's having anxiety about becoming a father, I explained loudly. The poor thing, she said. He just sat there trapped. How could he explain he was hiding from a baby that wasn't even born yet? After a week of sleeping outside, I texted him crying. Doctor says emotional distance from father can cause stillbirth. Please don't kill this baby too. He was back in our bed that night, terrified to touch me but more terrified to leave. At night, I'd catch him whispering to my stomach when he thought I was asleep. Apologies, promises to be better. 3 days later, when he saw me in a sexy police costume from Spirit Halloween, not even he could resist me. We were in doggy position when I made my move. One hard squeeze with a Benoit ball, and then I screamed, "The baby! Something's wrong! It's coming out!" He screamed too, pure animal panic, scrambling away from me. "Don't leave me hanging like this!" I yelled, using his exact tone from that night. He was sobbing, grabbing his phone, hands shaking so bad he could barely dial. I couldn't hold back my laugh. Full story on channel, link below.